If you notice that you're not muted, please go ahead and mute yourself. And please feel free to use the audio, anyone that isn't.
Hey, Chris.
Hi. It's so good to see everybody. This is great.
How are you, Christine?
I am great, John. Thank you. I'm going to wait just a few minutes admitting folks. This is so fun to see friends from long ago and friends. I see other people waving to each other too. Folks from our local group as well as old friends from long ago and new friends. This is great.
Christine, hi, I'm Casey Sams. I'm a friend of Barb's from University of Tennessee.
Oh, Casey, so nice.
Hello.
Hi, welcome, welcome, everyone. And Barb's up there that I've known for many, many years. And there's Eric. Hi, Eric. And Pam and Joan up there and Anna. Thanks, Barb. There's Anna, our daughter. This is so good.
You. Nice to see you.
That's Barb Murphy, my sorority sister. She's also an SAI.
Yay!
Hi, sister.
Daughters of a great and singing nation. This is so good. This is so good. I am recording this, and so it will be made available on YouTube. So if you miss what I said, or you're thinking, oh, I want that quote or something like that, you'll have access to it. Can everybody hear me okay? Put thumbs up. Okay. Well, I'm going to go ahead and start. And as I see other people come into the room, I'll admit them. But we're going to start with the sounding of the bell, which is our call to mindfulness. And I invite you either to close your eyes or open them in any way that is significant for you. And with the sounding of the bell, I invite you to take 3 breaths just to know that you are here, that you're sitting, and that you're present. So good evening and welcome to our Black Lives Matters meditation online. This is an opportunity to gather together in solidarity and unity with our entire community during this time of crisis, without leaving our homes, but really making a significant difference by bringing your care and your concern here. Our practice tonight, I could compare it to a bird that's soaring in the air. One of its wings, I'm going to let somebody else in, is wisdom. The other wing is compassion. And the body of the bird is love. And for it to fly and to soar, you need all 3 of those. And we cannot protest and show concern for our world and for members of our world that have experienced racism and violence without wisdom, that ability to see clearly what's happening, but then also compassion as we open our hearts. And so that's part of our practice tonight. And so our practice is grounded in wisdom, compassion, and love. So listen to these words of the Dalai Lama as he explains what compassion and love are. He says compassion and love can be defined as positive thoughts and feelings that give rise to such essential things in life as, and listen to this, hope, courage, determination, and inner strength. Compassion is the wish for another to be free from suffering, and love is wanting them to have happiness. So we begin our practice tonight in silence. And we're going to be in silence for 8 minutes and 46 seconds. That was the time that it took for George Floyd to breathe his last. And so we bring to this practice compassion, love, and wisdom as we sit in silence for that amount of time to remember, but also to breathe in a way that he was not able to breathe. And so we begin taking a comfortable seat, feet on the floor. And if you wish to close your eyes, please close your eyes. And with the sound of the bell, we begin. And I invite you to just notice the process of breathing. The inhale and the exhale. Connecting that which gives us life. And if you find that your mind has wandered, simply come back to your breath, using it as an anchor. And now, in solidarity, I'm going to speak the names of just a few who have been victims of racism and violence and who have lost their lives. reminding us that Black lives matter. And so I will say the name and ring the bell and just invite you to reflect. George Floyd. Ahmaud Arbery. Michael Brown. Freddie Gray. Trayvon Martin. Breonna Taylor. And now we're going to participate in a practice. It is a practice that is called metta. In the ancient Pali language, metta has been translated as loving kindness, but a more accurate translation is unstoppable friendliness. And it's a practice of the heart in which we wish for individuals in our world safety, happiness, health, and to live with ease. And this practice is one that can be done at any time, but in the traditional sense of the practice, it begins first with ourselves. Although that might be sometimes difficult to bring this unstoppable friendliness to ourselves, but that is where our thoughts and our actions originate. And so we begin with ourselves. And then in the tradition, it moves on to different individuals, such as a benefactor, a loved one, and familiar strangers, someone that you see on a daily basis, but you don't know their name, but you just see them and you know very little about them. And then we move on to the difficult person, perhaps the hardest to love. And then we move to all people and all beings. And so I'm adapting this practice for us to really capture what we're about today. And so I invite you to simply listen. There are certain phrases that are used, and the ones that I'm familiar with, I'm going to be using. And I'll repeat them for ourselves. And then with each remembrance of groups of people, I'll be saying these words. And you can say them to yourselves internally. And so once again, we begin with the sound of the bell. So just grounding yourself in wisdom, compassion, and love. We bring this sense of metta, of unstoppable friendliness to ourselves. Perhaps the person at this moment that needs it the most. So you can take your hand and place it upon your heart if you wish. And just reflect on yourself during these times. And with these words, may I be safe. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I live with ease. Once again, may I be safe. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I live with ease. And now moving on, I invite you to bring to mind those who suffer from racism and violence, and those who work for justice. May they be safe. May they be happy. May they be healthy. May they live with ease. With a sense that this unstoppable friendliness is radiating out from your heart to all of those, to the protesters, to those who live in fear. Again, may they be safe. May they be happy. May they be healthy. May they live with ease. And now I invite you to bring to mind all who have been affected by the coronavirus, victims and families, and all of the many caregivers. And again with the words, may they be safe. May they be happy. May they be healthy. May they live with ease. And now I invite you to bring to mind those who protect, members of our law enforcement, members of our military, knowing that they deserve happiness just as anyone else. May they be safe. May they be happy. May they be healthy. May they live with ease. And now I invite you to bring to mind all who govern and all who judge, and noticing what kind of feelings arise as we offer this same wish. May they be happy. May they be healthy. May they be safe. May they live with ease. Just noticing what feelings might be present for you right now. And now I invite you to bring to mind members of your community, the people of this country, and all of the people of the world that are part of the human family. And we wish them well. May all people be safe. May all people be happy. May all people be healthy. May all people live with ease. Expanding this radiance to the entire globe. And now I invite you to bring to mind our planet and all of the living beings that reside here, including those little ones that might be right in your home that depend on you. And realizing that all beings deserve to be happy. So you might want to think about one if one's in your life. But thinking about our entire globe, may all beings be safe. May all beings be happy. May all beings be healthy. May all beings live with ease. And now, in the tradition of the practice, I invite you to come back to yourself again. Perhaps putting your hand on your heart. May I be safe. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I live with ease. And so I'd like to offer a quote by Martin Luther King Jr. that is so appropriate for this evening. He wrote, "Hatred paralyzes life. Love releases it. Hatred confuses life. Love harmonizes it. Hatred darkens life. Love illuminates it." And so my wish for you is that you continue to protest, that you continue to support Black Lives Matters in any way that you can. And as this particular talk was given freely, I encourage you in a practice of gratitude to think about how you can give back, either with the gift of money or time, to the Black Lives Matters movement. And so we have a little bit of time left. And so I want to just invite you, if you'd like to offer a comment or something about your experience to share with the entire group. And I just invite you to say your name and where you're located, and just feel free to share, because we've got folks from further away and closer. So would anybody like to say anything?
I will. Hi.
Hi.
My name is Helen, and I'm one of Kenton and Casey's students. I'm a graduate student at the University of Tennessee.
What's your instrument?
lighting design.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good.
And I'm here in Knoxville for the summer. I'm actually from Maryland, so I'm missing being out protesting with my friends,
Mm.
the district capital. And I was searching for a way to feel connected. So I've been looking everywhere. I watched George Floyd's funeral yesterday, and you could feel the entire world in that room. So thank you so much for
Oh,
having this open for everyone to join.
you're welcome.
Help me.
Thank you so much for sharing. I really appreciate that, Helen. Anybody else? I see these precious human beings that are here.
My name is John Alberti,
John,
and I'm a former student of Christine's, and I appreciate the opportunity to join you all this evening. I'm very troubled by the times that we're in, and I appreciate the opportunity to meditate with you all tonight.
thank you, John, and I'll keep you in loving kindness too. It's so good to see you. You need to unmute yourself, Joan. Hey, you see the little microphone? You just need to unmute yourself. Down at the very bottom of the screen. You see that? Because I don't think I can unmute you. Let's see if I can. Let's see. I might be able to do it. Hold on here. Let's see.
If you go to the lower left-hand corner of your screen, you should see a mute.
Yeah, it looks like, there you go. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. I just want to thank you, Christine, for doing this because it's really needed today. These things that are going on today are the biggest in my life, and I'm 82 years old, and I've never experienced anything like it. And we have to do everything we can possibly do to help try to, or to make things better. And thank you again, Christine.
Thank you. And I'll look forward to seeing you in the future too, Joan. Thank you. Yes, Jackie.
Hi, thank you so much, Christine, for doing this. You're always so wonderful about it all. This whole time, as Joan has said, has been the worst that I think has been happening en masse. And I think not only of the horrible, that 8 minutes, I cannot imagine somebody just sitting there and murdering somebody doing that, and all the awful things that have arisen in the past and today to different groups because they're different in color or different in race or different in religion. They're not like the me, they are the other. And I'm very distressed by the divisiveness that is being encouraged in this my nation, my country. My father fought in World War II, and then to see what he fought for and so many thousands of others to fall apart, it's very distressing to me. And these types of meditation and loving kindness, we need so much more of that. And so thank you, Christine, for it.
Thank you, Jackie. So good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Go ahead.
Thanks, Christine. Yeah, thank you very much. I want to add my words of appreciation for what you've done tonight. That was very meaningful and important. Paul and I have participated. We're in Jacksonville, Florida, so we live right downtown. So we've been able to stay engaged. And one of the things that really connected me with being part of the protest is, as a white man, I'm standing on the edge of this pain with so many of my Black neighbors. And I preach in a congregation which is mixed race, so it loops in pretty close to home. But that fourfold gift is something I can offer even in my silence, when I'm standing somewhere with that crowd of protesters, to be able to call to mind for them safety and happiness and health and walking or living with ease. So that was a tremendous and durable gift. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Eric. So good to see you.
It's a little dark here, so.
Yeah, that's okay. It looks very atmospheric. You got atmosphere there. Oh, and you don't have to say anything. I just had I thought the time, because we don't always have the time to talk to people about what might be on our hearts and our minds. And I was in retreat last week for 5 days. It was an at-home retreat. And what a time to share with other precious human beings the concerns that we have for the world. And this heart practice is so much a part of it, because you can take it out into the world, just like what you said, Eric. You see someone else, you can wish them safety and happiness and health and to live with ease. Because every human being, there's a saying that says that there are 10,000 joys and sorrows, 10,000 sorrows that each human being has. And to remember that we are connected to every life. But in a time like this, to proclaim Black Lives Matter means that we are being deliberate with our words and deliberate with our actions. So, and it's just so wonderful to see you all, new friends, family, and some old friends. There's Robin down there, that high school graduate, elementary through high school. Yeah. Unmute. Let's see. Do you see the mute button? Yeah, there you go.
Hitting the wrong button there. Yeah, probably since what, kindergarten or something?
Kindergarten, yeah. And you are calling in from where in Youngstown?
Right in Youngstown, Ohio, yeah. Brownlee Woods.
Oh, wow. Where I grew up.
Same house I lived in on Chattanooga.
Oh my gosh.
Same house I lived in from 8th grade.
Oh my gosh. How about that? Well, what a wonderful group this is. And I hope that we can do this again. Now, my Ponte Vedra Mindfulness, which is online now and open to everybody, we're going to start meeting next week on Wednesdays at 10 o'clock for about 40 minutes for meditation. So I'll make sure, I know some of you have signed up to get the emails. I'll make sure you know about them. And there's Barb, who was my college and sorority sister, fraternity sister up there. So how fun. This is just wonderful. So how we're going to end today is a tradition that is called the dedication of merit. That what we do is not just for ourselves, but it's for the benefit of all people and all beings. And so I bring my hands together. And we dedicate this practice, this sharing time, to all living beings, sending love, wisdom, and compassion out. And remembering that all living beings includes us. And so the merit comes back to us. So with that, I wish you a good night. And thank you so much for participating, and continue on this path. Continue on this path. So bye-bye, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.